The watch that we're talking about today, I would consider an ultra affordable watch. This is a 200-meter dive watch that cost way under $300, coming in at $234. It's good looking, retro inspired, and it gets on-the-fly micro adjust. So how in the world does it cost only $234? Let's flip the camera and take a look at Retrovivo's latest release and find out. So this watch has a feature that is really not something that I've featured here on my channel before. We'll get back to that in just a few minutes, but this is an ultra affordable dive watch. You're getting a lot of little details for the money though. This gets on-the-fly micro adjust. It gets a ceramic bezel. I'm not sure if that is Lume. We'll do a Lume shot towards the end of the video. You're getting a grain textured dial with a fume pattern. This is a brownish burgundy dial that looks very, very rich. I really like this dial. I like the colors that they have used. You also get a screwed-in crown, a screwed-in case back, and 200 meters of water resistance. Retrovivo are trying to make very affordable, retro-inspired dive watch, and they've done it. You're getting a beads of rice bracelet on here. It's actually a very nice bracelet. And like I said, you're getting on-the-fly micro adjust. Now, I do want to remind you, or maybe I haven't even told you yet, the price on this is $234 at their Kickstarter. They've delivered watches in the past. This is not their first Kickstarter. They've made other watches, and this is, I think, their second or third watch that they have made. And the fact that you're getting a bracelet and on-the-fly micro adjust on this watch for $234, that is pretty amazing. You are also getting anti-reflective coating on the sapphire crystal. This is a thin watch at 11 millimeters thick. It's a 39 millimeter watch and you have a 45 millimeter lug to lug. That's on this bracelet because you do get female end links. Now that 11 millimeters thick, that is a very thin watch for a 200-meter dive watch, and there's a reason for it. This gets a Mecha quartz movement. It is the VH31, which is a time-only version of a Mecha quartz movement. You could see that the hand, the seconds hand, which has Lume on it by the way, is ticking along at 4 ticks per second. So Mecha quartz are accurate and thin because they are technically quartz movements, but you have a mechanical component which is running that seconds hand, so it does appear to be a sweep seconds, and it is because you are getting 4 ticks per second. So that's basically the bare minimum that you need for a sweep second, and it does look like an automatic. For the untrained eye, if you don't notice those 4 ticks, you're going to think that this is an automatic movement. You also get large applied indices. Those are filled with Lume. You get a very large triangle at the 12 o'clock. So that gives you orientation in the dark. Then you have the 9, 3, and 6. This is dateless. And then you have the name of the watch that is right at the bottom of the hand stack, or right below the hand stack, right above that 6 o'clock position. That's it. Very clean dial. Some interesting hands. I wouldn't call them syringe hands. I wouldn't call them stick hands. There's a little tip to them, and those are filled with Lume as well. I'm not sure how the Lume is on this watch, but we will do a Lume shot at the end of the video. Like I said, $234. I think that's for a few days more, and then it goes up to, I think it's just a little bit more than that, maybe $290, somewhere in that range. So it's still under $300 for a 200-meter dive watch with lots of specs. On my wrist today, I have my collaboration watch that I did with Chronofix. This is a really good looking dive watch as well. Obviously a lot thicker than the watch that we're looking at today because this is an automatic. It gets a Seiko movement, so it is, I wouldn't say significantly thicker, but it is thicker than the watch that we're looking at today. And there it is on my 7.5-inch wrist. It does look a little bit tight because I don't have an extra link to add to it, but it does barely fit around my wrist, but it looks really good. It's a good looking dive watch. Very straightforward design, very retro design, really good bezel action. Let's listen to that. Really nice bezel action, and everything lines up and it sounds and feels very, very precise. Good looking watch, I think. Like I said, this is a 39mm watch. Basically, at the bezel, I measured 38.9mm. Lug to lug is 45.2mm, and then 11.1mm thick. That's including that sapphire crystal, which is just slightly raised off of that ceramic bezel. Quickly, let's do a lume shot. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. The bezel is lume. Now, it's not fully lume, but there is lume on that bezel, and it's not only in the pip at the 12 o'clock. So you're getting lume throughout the bezel. All of the indices are decently applied with lume. The hands are very nicely applied with lume. You have lume on that second hand, so you could see that it's working in the dark. That is very impressive for the price. Again, $234 for this watch is really cheap when you really think about it. It's a good looking watch that's really well made. You're getting on-the-fly micro adjust, which is really awesome at this price. Not many watches offer that at this price. Sapphire crystal, and of course, you are getting that mecha quartz movement inside, which is very reliable and very accurate. So if you're looking for something very reliable, very accurate, really good looking, retro inspired, for a really good price, check out Retrovivo. I'll put a link to their Kickstarter down in the description below. Definitely check it out if you are interested. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. That's really it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.